The events in this episode take place in my mom's hometown near Lewiston, Maine, over Thanksgiving of 2022. I am always trying to be present. I am, but my thoughts just float away. These are the secret adventures of Black people, and I'm your host, Nicole Hill. Oh, he was. Yeah, he was one of the. Yep. Mm-hmm. Like one of the main ones. Michael or
Chris something. Chris.
I thought it was Michael.
I don't even know his name.
But are you picturing him now?
No,
I'm picturing him.
Okay. You do? On something, he's like in Mission Impossible. It was the one where I'm in Maine with my family, and I am happy. Mainly.
What's the guy's name that you like on?
Okay, ask your car.
You know the guy? Nah, that's the coolest name. What's the guy's name on Stephanie? Cumberpatch.
Benedict Cumberbatch. Is that the coolest? It's great actually with them. This is our first normal family gathering since the pandemic.
Who is the villain from Mission Impossible?
3?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Who is the cast? Maybe ask her who's in Along Came Polly. Who are the stars?
Okay, tell me the cast of Along Came Polly.
Along Came Polly has a cast of more than 60 actors. Here are the first 3. Ben Stiller, Jennifer Aniston, and Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Philip Seymour Hoffman. It's Thanksgiving morning and I'm in the kitchen by the window and it's raining. That's the noise you hear. I want to be present and I want to be focused and here with my family, but this thing happened that's so small and I can't stop thinking about it. So I'm only going to talk about this for 3 minutes and that's it. And then it's back to family time. When I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to move to LA and become a writer. My plans changed a couple times. At first I was going to leave in the spring and then I decided to leave in the fall. And the change in timing is driven by economics and a desire to enjoy Hallmark watching season with my friends and family like everybody else, and by the fact that dude, I am scared. Okay, because do you remember my plan? It's to move to LA and believe. So it was the end of summer, fall's like peeking around the corner, waiting to take me away, and I'm at my friend's event. It's like a play, and she's great. She's like my fun friend, very supportive. And afterwards, everyone's standing around outside talking, and someone comes up to me that I don't really know. She's a friend of my fun friend, and she looks at me with what I interpret to be absolute disgust, and she goes, I thought you moved already. And I'm so caught off guard, mainly because of the look on her face. Like she looks so disgusted and I do not know her really. And I'm like, I'm leaving in the fall. And she just is kind of like, oh, okay. And then turns around and walks away. She only came up to me to say that with that face and then leave. It's like, she's just like the evil eye on legs. And this happened in the summer, right? But ever since then, it's Thanksgiving now, I just can't stop thinking about it. Because I've been starting to think, is she the only person being honest with me? Like everyone's rooting for me and saying I'm going to do great things, but like I am stalling. Probably because my plan has one step, again, believe, and that's not a good plan. Or I should say, that's not the plan of a person who's really trying to go to LA and make things happen. That's the plan of a person who is faking it. And maybe that's what the evil eye could see that others can't, or that they won't say that they can. Everybody thinks this is my big break too, which is driving me crazy. I mean, let me be honest. I'm going to LA in part to finish up a podcast that I've been working on with Tracee Ellis Ross. And it's called I Am America. And it's about all these incredible people around the country who were looking for belonging for themselves. But in the process, they create it for all these other people. It's incredible, and I am so proud of this show. But I keep hearing, you made it. You're Issa Rae now. Soon you'll be rich and famous. And I'm like, there are so many steps between denying I wanted to write all my life and then like being on a yacht. Like, you cannot be this naive. If I can go out there and make this show and write my own stuff and let anyone read it ever, that's the biggest obstacle, that will be a huge accomplishment. But then I get, my friends are like, girl, like, you're being too humble, manifest, our time, TikTok, Beyonce. And I'm just like, and I know that it's common to think negative feedback is honest because it's bad. But here's why what I'm doing is totally different from that. The evil eye doesn't know me. The only way she could have formed any opinion at all about me or what I'm doing would be based off of what she'd heard from my fun friend, who's very supportive. Maybe my friends aren't being as naive as I thought. Maybe they're just being polite, which is obviously worse. It's more than 3 minutes.
Wait, okay, wait. Okay, where have I been?
This is my little baby cousin. When she was like a teeny tiny, I put her in a pot and I told her that she was so cute that we were going to eat her. Because she looked like a little baby doll. And now she is on her way to college.
Okay, wait, start over, because I think I got it. Okay. Broken, reconstruction, greatness.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yes.
All right, where have you been?
Broken.
Where are you now?
Reconstruction.
And where are you going?
To greatness.
That's what I thought.
I like it. No, that's very good. It's dinner time, and I think there's like 12 of us here or something, and everybody is acting like we are in a sitcom right now. We're too happy to be together again.
It was like, no way.
What a trip. You guys remember when Grandpa wanted to watch the game during Thanksgiving?
Yes.
And then it said, turn the TV off.
He was so mad.
He was so mad.
What did y'all do to Grandpa?
Nobody did anything. No, it was him and Dad. We were just sitting there like.
We thought I heard the walk that day.
Well, really not really.
No, that game was off.
Anna Williams.
The game was off. But they argued
ruled the
for a little while.
They did.
She was like,
But Nana won. But Nana was like, turn that TV off. I think that was the same Thanksgiving when the lady came.
Oh, yeah.
And Nana was like, now who invited you?
If I could just be negative for one more minute, though, please. I'm obviously projecting onto the evil eye. I know that. And also, I might not be able to pull off this move to LA. Both can be true. I have a really nice life that's building towards something permanent and wonderful back in DC, and I do really feel like it is time for that. Wanting that stuff now, it doesn't feel like a concession either. I haven't ever felt this before, but it does feel like I'm aging. And to me, that feels like I'm in a tube, let's say. I'm in a tube. I just left the rapids, and I'm floating in calm waters, and I'm laying my head back. My eyes are closed. I'm like, the sun is shining on my face, and I'm remembering how much fun the rapids were and how like delicious the calm is now because I went through the rapids. And I hear my friends, they're a little bit ahead of me, the ones that made it through the rapids with me. It's not everyone I started with, and I am sad about that. But that also makes me love the ones that are still here that much more. Anyway, I'm content and I'm proud of my record, and I'm ready to follow my friends into the next body of water, whatever that's going to be. But I got to do this one more thing. And my friends and family know me. They know that. They've been pretty intolerant of my attempts to run away or tell them that they're not being realistic about my odds. I guess that's what makes them such good friends.
In the 60s.
We finished dinner and dessert and cleaning up for the most part, and now everybody's sitting around talking to my great uncle, my uncle Albert. He is my grandpa's little brother.
What'd you think of MLK and all that?
Who?
Martin Luther King? When you were watching that?
Yeah, I was glad for him because things were changing. It seemed like it was changing, but it was on a changing scale. You know what I mean? We couldn't sit at the lunch seats. We had to go in that restaurant, and we couldn't go in the restaurant. We had to go to people's houses and go in the back house. Go in the back door and knock on the back door. And if they invited you and you were all right, but if they didn't, you stay right outside. We didn't drink from the same fountain, like water and stuff.
Did that bother you?
Yeah.
Of course.
You did?
But it was a way of life, so we had to adjust to a way of life or else pay the consequences.
My Uncle Albert grew up in West Virginia with my grandpa, whose name was Isaac. And they came up to Maine in like the 50s, I think, to work in the shoe factories. And now he's in his 80s, and he is among the last of his 12 brothers and sisters.
I don't think it's so interesting telling these little dull things.
No, it's very interesting.
Yes.
Not to me.
Oh. What is interesting to you? What are the memories you enjoy?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not that I enjoy, but it sounded like a dull story to me. But it was a reality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
Mm-hmm.
Did you think you were going to have like some wild and crazy life? Did you want to become like a rock star or something?
No, we stayed in our zone. I think if I would have went to school, I could have sang opera. Yeah, because I love to sing opera,
Oh my goodness.
And I would have been not a tenor, but a bass. Yeah.
What was the most fun time to you? Like the most fun period in your life?
We didn't have any fun. We had to work.
Oh. What were you the happiest?
We had hopscotch. What do you call it? Hopscotch?
Hopscotch? Yeah.
Things like that. So.
When you were very young?
When I was young.
Oh.
We had a little dog named Dukes, and you would go out and play and everything else. And before it got dark, you were in the house. You stayed there.
Did the dog come in the house too?
Yeah. But that wasn't his place to be there because he was an outside dog. So we had fun with the dog, playing with the dog.
Can you imagine someday some young person's going to stick whatever the latest tech is in front of you and ask you to recall major historical events and also your whole entire life and ideally a few key takeaways? And you know what they're looking for? Everybody's looking for the same thing, something inspirational, encouraging, ideally pithy. I don't know what I would say up to this point. Like, haters gonna hate. No, I'd say something about friendships, family. Maybe friendships be focused. Maybe I'd say something like, find people who let you lean on them when you're not strong, who will be your friend and help you carry on. Do you think that the space children of the future will know who Bill Withers is?
My sister Helen and my brother Kenneth and me, we used to sing for the for the people in the neighborhood. And he said, "You guys sing us a song," so that's what we did.
Oh, what songs?
But we did it in harmony.
Yes.
Yeah.
What songs did you sing?
I can't. I'm trying to think of some of the songs, but one song was very popular. And at the time, I'm trying to think, what did we sing? I can't think of the name of the song right now.
Maybe I would tell them, our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we're powerful beyond measure. And then I'd be like, go watch Coach Carter.
Did you guys play jokes, like play tricks on each other? Or did you like get into trouble together?
Yeah, we got in trouble together. My father used to put this Noxzema on his face before he would go out, and most of my brothers would go and look through the window while he was looking in the mirror, and so that they had changed his Noxzema, and they put some black shoe polish in one. So my father had put the black shoe polish on his face, and he says, "Flossie, what is that on my face? What is that on my face?"
Aww.
And my brothers, they would be in the window looking and laughing because they had changed his Noxzema and put shoe polish in his. So when he saw the shoe polish, he didn't know what to say or what to do. He said he called us. Nobody but those chaps that did that. That's who did it. He would call us nasty, stinking chaps. Instead of swearing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Aww.
Maybe I'll just tell them everything as much as I can remember, and then let them draw whatever conclusions they want from my wins and losses and the things I tried, the things I ran away from, the things I never got to do. For this part of the story of my life, the part I'm in right now, I'd say, I made this next move totally unconfident and really afraid. But a person with friends and family and love behind them, and one hater, can do extraordinary things. And if they asked for one piece of advice, if they were like, no, you got to tell us something, we need one lesson that you've learned in your life, I would say, I would look them right in the eye, and I'd take a deep breath, and I'd say, just do it.
He's coming back again for me, just like he said he would. Just like he said he would.